welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Romy. I put out videos every week. Please don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. So for today's video, I will be showing you guys how to apply false lashes. I have been getting tons of requests on Instagram and Facebook alike to show you guys how I apply my lashes, and I promise you it is so easy. You guys are not gonna believe it. So if you want to know how to apply false lashes, then please keep watching. Okay, so to apply lashes, first and foremost, you will need a new set of lashes. And these babies right here have actually been getting all the rave on all of my pictures that I've been uploading, and I have been loving them. I purchased these at a store called the Jewelry Box. I'm actually not sure if the Jewelry Box is available like nationwide or if it's just like here. I need to look into that. You know what? Let me look into that right now. Okay, so it turns out that the Jewelry Box is only a store that is owned here locally in my city, but this brand of lashes, I know for a fact you can find them anywhere else online. The brand is Kleancolor Angel Winks number 38. I don't know if you can see that. Is that focusing? Oh my gosh. Okay, camera, focus. And just as a disclaimer, I'm using natural light, so if you guys see the video get a little bit dim and a little bit bright, sometimes it's because the sun keeps going in and out and I can't do anything about that, so neither can you. You would also be needing lash glue. My favorite lash glue is by Duo. If you're a beginner, I would recommend the clear one, which is this one, the one in the blue packaging. Because it goes on white but it dries clear, so that way you know exactly where you're putting your lashes and you'll know when it's dry as well. So I recommend this one, but you could use any lash glue. I've also heard that the Ardell lash glue is really good. I haven't tried that one, so any lash glue will do. You need a pair of tweezers or a lash instrument. There's a lot of lash application tools, so you can use any one of those. And you will also need a pair of scissors. I couldn't find my cosmetic scissors, so I had to steal these from my son's school box. This is an optional step. I do it every time I apply lashes, but I would also be using a mascara, and the mascara that I'll be using today is Lancome Definicils. Definicils? Definicils. And a mirror, of course. All right, so let's get started. So we're gonna open up the brand new package of lashes very carefully. And to get the lashes out, you see how they are placed kind of like in an eye shape form. So what you'll want to do is you will get your tweezers and ever so gently pick them up, and they will be tacky because they do have a sort of glue on there so that they can, you know, stay on there. So they're out, and once they're out, we're going to just gently put them back in their place, not completely, just to leave it there so that we can easily pick it up when we're getting ready to put it on. Very gently, making sure that you do not tear out any hairs or make the lash lose its shape. Pull it out as well and place it just on top. We are going to apply some mascara, and I just apply one coat. Okay, so now that we've applied the mascara to our top and bottom lashes, we are just gonna let them dry for just a bit. On every single pair of lashes, there is a side that is smaller or shorter than the other side of the lash. And that's how you can tell which lash is which, especially when the packaging is like this, which can be a little bit tricky. So you would see that the shortest side of the lash is the side that would go into your inner corner, and the longer side would go to the outer corner of your eye. So for example, this lash right here would be my left side, and then this side right here would be on my right side. A very important step that you always want to make sure of is to measure the lash first and make sure that it's not too long on your eye or too short. So what I like to do is I like to get the lash with my fingers and just gently place it on my eye just to measure it and make sure that it's not too long. In this case, it is very, very long. If the lash is way too long, it's gonna weigh down your eye. We want the lashes to open up our eyes and make them look a little bit more awake and a little bit brighter. So what we're gonna do is we are going to trim off just a tiny bit of this lash and make sure that it would be the correct size for our eyes. So how do you make sure that it's the right size for your eyes? So when you're placing the lash, you want the inner corner of your lash to be kind of right here. You don't want it to be way too far into the end. You want it to kind of be in between your inner corner and your cornea. And then for the outer corner of your lash, you want it to end right before you get to the outer corner of your eye as well. Okay, now I'm gonna zoom in. All right, now y'all see my face. So now that we have the lash trimmed to our eye size, now we begin the application process. We're gonna grab our glue and we are going to add just a small line, very fine line, and adding way too much glue, then it's just gonna make your lash slip and slide all over your eye and ruin your eye makeup and your eyeshadow, and it's just not gonna look pretty. So we're gonna apply just a fine line and then we're gonna let it sit here for about a minute or so and let it get a little bit tacky, and then it'll be ready to apply on your eye. And I think that that's the step that most girls miss, is that we're kind of in a rush and we just plop the eyelash right after applying the glue, and like I said, that creates a big old mess. So the best thing to do is just to let it sit for at least 50 seconds to a minute, let it get tacky, and then you can apply it. And doing that will make the application process so much easier. Since I zoomed in, I look like I'm bald or something. I'm not bald. Okay, so I think our lash is ready. Now, in order to do the application, we are going to grab our handy dandy mirror and our tweezers or lash applicator tool, and we are going to look down into our mirror. We're not gonna have it up like this, and we're not gonna have it down on the side like this. What we wanna do is we want to look downwards so that we can see that the lash is being applied correctly onto our lash line. So a lot of people like to grab the lash with the tweezers or the tool, but I personally like to just grab it with my fingernails. So we get the inner corner and just press it down into our inner corner. And then we're gonna grab the outer corner and yes, you're gonna have a white line, or you can see the white glue on your eye, but that is okay because once it completely dries, it's gonna dry completely clear. That's why I said if you're a beginner, the white glue is the best glue to go with. That way you know exactly when it's completely dry and you're ready to go. And so while we let that eye dry, we're gonna move on to our right eye. And again, ever so lightly, we are going to apply a very fine line, just like that. So once it's been sitting there for about a minute or so, then we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna grab our mirror and look down just a little bit. And then we're gonna plop our lash onto our eye and just drop it in there like that. Just grab it and pull it down. And then you're gonna grab the inner corner and pull it down and help it stick. So there you have it. Our lashes are on and completely dry. and we're ready to show our face to the world. So that's it for today's video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick and easy mini tutorial. I hope you guys have a fabulous weekend, and let me know in the comments down below what kind of video you guys would like to see next. And also don't forget to subscribe and like if you like this video and would like to see more like it. And what else? Do I have any other announcements? No, I guess that's it, you guys. Don't forget, I will link all of my social media accounts down below, my Facebook, Instagram, and my Snapchat. I have a Twitter as well, but I hardly ever use Twitter, but I'll link it down there below just so you guys can, you know, add me just to add me. So I will see you guys next week.